Impact of social media on society. Almost a quarter of the world's population is now on Facebook. In the US, over 80% of internet users are on this platform. Because social networks feed off interactions among people, they become more powerful as they grow. Thanks to the internet, each person with marginal views can see that he is not alone. And when these people find one another via social media, they can do things, create memes, publication, and either online wars that bolster their worldview and then break into the mainstream. Without social media, social, ethical, environmental, and political ills would have minimal visibility. One of the impacts of social media is cyberbullying. Teenagers need to fit in, to be popular, and to outdo others. This process was challenging long before the advent of social media. Add Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram into the mix, and you suddenly have teenagers subjected to feeling pressure to grow up too fast in an online world. The Cyberbullying Institutions 2019 survey of U.S. middle and high school students found that over 36% report have been cyberbullying at some point in their life, with 30% have been victimized twice or more. It also found that almost 15% admitting to have cyberbullied someone at least once, and near 11% admitting to doing it 2 or more times. Teenagers can misuse social media platforms to spread rumors, share videos aimed at destroying reputation, and to blackmail others. Stalking, identity theft, personal attacks, and misuse of information are some of the threats faced by social media users. Most of the time, the users themselves are to blame, as they share content that should not be in the public eye. The confusion arises from a lack of understanding of how the private and public elements of an online profile actually work. Unfortunately, by the time private content is deleted, it's usually too late, and the content can cause problems in people's personal and professional lives. The impacts of social media on relationships. One of the effects of social media is encouraging people to form and cherish social media friendship over actual friendship. The term friend, as used on social media, is a weak shadow of traditional friendship. Real friends actually know each other, frequently interact face to face, and have a personal bond. It's been said that information is power. Without a means of distributing information, people cannot harness its power. One positive impact of social media is the distribution of information in today's world. Platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and others have made it possible to access information at the click of a button. Research conducted by Persley shows that the life expectancy of a story posted on the web is 2 to 6 days, compared to 3.2 days when a story is shared on social media. That's a difference of 23%, which is significant when you consider that billions of people use the internet daily. The lifespan of an article is different from the active lifespan of social media post itself. Green Umbrella estimates that a Facebook post has an average lifespan of 6 hours, an Instagram post of 48 hours, and a Twitter mere 18 minutes. The longer social media users actively access the media or the information, the more discussion it generates, and the greater the social media impact. The shorter the active lifespan, the more frequently one must post so that channel to maintain engagement. Recognizing the posting too frequently can cause reader burnout. While the world would be a much slower space without social media, it causes harm as well as good. However, the positive impacts of social media is astronomical and far surpass the ills associated with sharing. Ultimately, sharing is about getting people to see and respond to content. As long as the internet is still relevant and the need for information still exists, it's always worthwhile for any organization to use social media to keep publishing.